Dyvara is a world governed by the forces of nature. Elemental powers and primal magics once ruled the world, until a mighty being known as the Conquering God came to bring them to heel. But when he mysteriously vanished in the midst of the great war he started, it was left to his high priest to salvage his failed conquest. Together they erected a wall of ocean known as the Storm Wall, forming the new world for their people on one side and banishing the primal forces of the old world to the other. After centuries of civil wars between the godlike monarchs of the new world, their lands finally came to a time of peace. But dangers from behind the storm wall and beyond the stars are now emerging that threaten to once more throw the world into a bloody and final conflict. Amongst it all, a single party of adventurers have begun their humble journey. Jago Bale is a half-orc barbarian whose heritage and past are lost to him. Brown Lothari is a Lupin fighter from the Soso Archipelago, who just wants to explore and help those in need. Jack Winswood is a half-elf bard, whose past trauma has given him split personalities, not all of whom the party can trust. Madame Zustra is a gnomish fortune teller from Zerja, whose divinations have led her into the party's path. And finally, Ayata is a large Plesiosaurian saurian from the old world, who wants to find more of his kind and show the people of the new world that they are not to be feared. After the party rescued a lost boy from the town of Highcliffe, the night sky broke open and the whole world was shaken to its core in an event known as the Fractured Night. After barely escaping with their lives and facing persecution wherever they go, the party finally won themselves a letter of recommendation to the city of Lantern Light, a lavish and expensive tourist city for nobles of the New World to relax and holiday. Our adventurers decided to head to the most expensive inn in the city, the Sun's Tears Inn, to scope it out and intend to spend some time kicking back before securing passage on a ship to the southern city of Seedarm. This is their journey, and this is Dyvara. Episode 1. Who needs plot when we have olives? You did get cleaned up by Madame Zustra and her magic on the way in, so you're not like rough and tumble in terrible condition, but you are certainly not dressed like the nobles that clearly frequent this place. So as you walk in, the hostess wanders up to you. She's a smallish middle-aged woman with mousy brown hair and quite a pronounced nose. She wanders up to you, but gives you a broad smile and sort of extends her hands, bowing to you. May the light shine upon you. Well, welcome everyone to the Sun's Tears Inn.
Thank you, and all shine upon you as well. That's a good thing to say.
She nods to all of you, and you see, you are spying food, Jack. There is a entrance buffet, which has got like skewered meats.
Buffet?
By buffet, it's like got skewered meats and some salads and stuff, and olives in a bowl.
I do like olives.
I love olives.
So it is a little way into...
I get an olive stuck in my nose when I was a child.
Like, really? Is that what's in character?
I can't tell what you're saying.
It's part of my backstory.
It's still in my neck somewhere.
We never got it out. Sometimes I think I smell it in my sleep.
So you have an olive tree just in your gullet somewhere.
Alright, so what you're saying is we should roll initiative against these olives. Unfinished business here.
Yeah.
Look, the buffet, the buffet or the table with the foods lined out is a little way into the building. You can't immediately get to it. So she's walked up to you and is sort of like sizing you up, I suppose. And so they're like, how can I help you, travelers, today?
Would like preferably somewhere to rest and some enjoyable food, I believe. If that fits the rest of us.
Indubitably.
Every now and then I just hit this weird, like, fancy man voice, and I'm like, oh, I gotta just do this now. I started it.
It's a fancy place for fancy voices.
Fancy boy for a fancy town.
Okay, are you new in town?
Oh, very.
Indubitably.
Indeed.
Indeed, yes.
It would fit in better if we use these sort of lavish words.
I believe we
Yes.
have checked in.
Glad.
Okay, so, what level stay would you like? How long will you be staying? Do you have a booking?
Why don't we lead our banker to organize these pleasantries for us, and we will endeavor ourselves in your complimentary olives. I give her a dashing smile and wink.
Okay, I just need to confirm that you guys have a booking first. You see, this is kind of an important season at the moment. If you don't have a booking, we may not be able to fit you in. So...
we should have a booking.
Where are you getting that we have a booking from?
I don't really know what a booking is.
Does she have a book or is she holding a?
She doesn't have a ledger on her. What do you think? It was like a hotel ledger, you mean?
Yeah.
Like all that?
Or is there one in sight?
You can see a concierge front desk a little way into the room.
Yeah.
You would have to, probably, I'm going to say around 60 feet away.
Okay. Shit, how fucking big is this place?
So this is big. Like this place, it's like a big met with multiple. Like the rooms inside this place would be huge.
Okay.
It's like an aristocratic stay would be the minimum stay that you could get at this place. It's like it's the most expensive kind of inn you can find. So
I think we have a booking. Jeremagon. What was the name we booked under again?
I believe it was under, we stayed here some time ago, Norman Regalia.
Norman Regal. I thought you said he hadn't been to this town before.
I have had relatives here. We're actually looking for a place for a wedding in quite some time, and we thought this would be the perfect place for a boundless amount of guests who would love to spend as much money in this place as they could. And we would like to test if your inn is the finest establishment to host my said wedding.
Yes, that's for my granddaughter as well. That's why I'm tagging along.
It's quite an unconventional
Well,
wedding.
congratulations to your granddaughter. Yes, of course, Lantern Lights, the best place in all the world to get married. But
I will only be spending the most money here if I am treated well as of now.
We have been traveling for quite some time. We'd really love some olives.
I do need to confirm. So, Brick, I'm going to get you to roll a d20. If you get a 20, I will say that there is a name that Norman, whatever his name is
Rock. Like, you just gotta do it now.
18! No!
Yeah. Not quite. Okay. So she wanders off.
While she's wandering off, can you turn invisible?
Wait. Can I add half my proficiency to that?
No.
Can you turn invisible? Can one of you?
I can.
Turn invisible. Follow her. Look at
I
the
will
book.
say that there are,
I turn myself invisible while she...
I will say that there are waiters. She's not the only one in this foyer. So there is the concierge. There are other waiters around. In fact, there are actually guards here as well. This place is exclusive. So you will... It's not like... If you go invisible, it is likely that people will see you do so unless you make some attempt to disguise yourself.
Can I look for, I guess, like a bathroom or signs saying to go to a bathroom?
I might only be allowed to the bathrooms if we're paying customers.
A powder room.
Powder room.
Maybe just go out the front. We'll keep her occupied.
You can ask her when she comes back if you like. But she's currently wandered over to the ledger and is talking to the other human lady behind the table. And they're sort of shifty gazing, sort of looking at you, just sort of like a little curious, and as they're flicking through the book.
Man, I want those olives.
I want the olives! I don't care about this place, just the olives.
What is it with you and olives?
I don't suppose we could get olives elsewhere.
These are the best olives in town.
Complimentary olives taste far better than any.
They do
Everyone
taste
knows
better
this.
than paid olives, you're right.
An olive freely given is worth an olive taken.
So as you guys are sort of want to look, like Jack is eyeing off the olives. The lady wanders back and says, "I'm sorry, we don't have a name under that. I'm not sure if there has been a mix-up. How did you communicate with us and let us know that you were coming?
We did
Who did you speak to?
communicate by honing pigeon. However, there have been some attacks to our pigeons by some very nasty crows near. I think you've heard about that. Or actually, you wouldn't hear about that because the crows attacked the homing pigeons that delivered the message. So, look, it's been a long journey. Why don't I use your powder room? I can refresh myself, and we can get over these simple details and enjoy our stay in the complimentary olives.
Okay, I'm going to need to roll a deception check.
Cool. That's gonna be 13.
13.
I have an inspiration here.
Hold up. I'm gonna make her roll a 4 on her inside.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, let me
yeah.
let me look at my
That's
list.
You can use important.
She is level 20 cleric.
Zone of truth always on.
Yeah, can you do me a favor? Can you just mute that laptop?
Why's she rolling? 4!
What? Yeah, I know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She smiles and says, okay, look, clearly there's been some misunderstanding. Feel free to use our powder room. Unfortunately, it is just policy that until we figure out what has happened to your bookings, that you can't enter into the rooms yet. But if you want to wait in the foyer for just for a short while we figure out what's happened, you may feel free to.
Thank you.
We're so hungry, been on the road for so long. You sure we can't just move into the next room and wait in the area where we
I
can
assure
eat?
you, this is that all the other rooms are private. We keep our guests' privacy at the
But
utmost.
the buffet is like open now, right?
Yes, yeah. This is just it's in the foyer,
Yeah.
like it's like in the entranceway. So this is all in the one
So
entrance
we can
hall.
access the buffet?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's saying she's saying that you guys can wait here for a little bit while they work out what's happening to your booking and
Yes.
have a look there.
I'm gonna make a scene.
I'm gonna help myself to the buffet then until Jack
Comes
gets
back
back.
to
I turn to Madame Zustra, and I just very audibly, just enough so her to hear it from the corner of her eye, say, "I just don't know if this is 5-star quality. I expected just a bit more. Maybe we should check somewhere else."
I don't know if you're 5-star quality for my granddaughter. You should think of this better. I expected this place to be booked and ready for me at my arrival.
Sister, please, and I'll try and shuffle her away from Jack. And
No. You are not ready to marry my granddaughter. She deserves much better than you. Can you believe this lack of service in this silly hotel that does not care for its customers at all? Oh my goodness, I expect some compensation. I have been on the road for weeks and weeks and weeks, and this is what I get. I'm stood in the foyer waiting for someone to get me to my room.
Sister, he needs to be out of sight. Can we argue over him?
I hope you go spend some time to think about how you're going to sort out your actions right now.
I start fake crying. I turn to the clerk. Fake powder room, please. Powder room.
roll. I'm going to say roll a intimidation check with advantage.
Ooh.
18.
You are an angry middle-aged woman at a fancy restaurant. You are not.
I'm an old lady.
Yeah, you're an old lady. But you're ranting like you're a middle-aged woman. So
Karen, just call me Karen.
So the ladies and the concierge, even the guards, are sort of like looking down at you as there is an obscene amount of volume coming from this small gnomish woman, flapping her rainbow coat around to cause a scene. And they quickly rush up. One of them takes Jack and is like, "Oh, of course, sir, please," and guides you over to the toilet in the powder room. And the other comes up to you, Madame Zustra, just like, I apologize sincerely, please, for this disruption. I will look to see if there is a room we can put you up in temporarily until we can find out what's happened.
I hope it happens quickly because I will not be leaving a good review around here if it's not.
Okay, we will do that. Just please help yourself to the buffet. Please enjoy, and if you've got any concerns, just let me know. Okay, you can call me Ela.
Okay, I do. Ela, I'll interpose myself and try and act like a butler. Please excuse the matter, she's quite stressed. Could you perhaps describe to me some of the various rooms that you have, so I can maybe relay the information to her when she's more, accepting of these things, and then maybe we can make sure we've correctly got the booking, and because we don't want to upset her, I'll make sure it's all correct first. So could we just have a little chat quickly? I'll come with you, maybe. I'll just follow you.
Okay, just it sort of beckons you over a little bit.
I'm trying to keep her away from the concierge desk as long as possible while he's busy.
Okay, yeah. Roll the charisma deception check then.
Ooh, I'm not good at this. Actually, I'm not terrible at it.
I'm gonna go take some of my free food that I just seamed up.
I've got like a small little table. I've got like a drumstick in my mouth,
18.
a plate of
she nods along and is like, okay, yes, and comes in. You do notice some of the guards paying paying close attention to you now after that little scene that you've caused. But yeah, so Ela does go along with you, Jago, and what you're asking her about the various rooms, and she explains that the aristocratic, in game terms, the aristocratic stay is the most that you can have, but she goes through how you can choose to have a regular-sized jacuzzi, a deluxe jacuzzi, or what's higher than that? A grand jacuzzi, which is basically an indoor pool. All water here is heated. You have food delivery service to your room. You have utmost privacy. All rooms are soundproofed with magic.
That's interesting. Okay, so we were under the impression that there was a chef in the room, but it's not. That's right. I'll mark that one down. Sorry, we did hear that somewhere else, but that's okay. I believe it was the grand jacuzzi or whatever one it is. She's a very keen swimmer. That's she's old, but she's in quite good shape. So she does like to swim. I'm sure. Yeah, we can definitely arrange to have a chef. The aerobics and stuff.
If you go for our most deluxe package, then we will accommodate whatever needs it is that you will.
Jago, do not forget my night choir to put me to sleep.
I've got it. Don't worry. Yes, the choir. What's your choir situation here?
We can arrange one. I know one of the new girls has some friends involved, so we can. We can bring it.
I will need someone to assist with the bathroom as well. I do not go by myself.
I understand. We've got Brown. It'll help. I'll just start writing down whatever songs I can think of. This is the list. I'll make sure
Looks like sea shanties.
Okay. So you were currently discussing with Ela.
Yeah.
The guards are watching you guys. The other. You okay, Cal?
fucking night choir. Imagine a really grumpy old woman in bed, and there's a bunch of soft-faced children trying to sing to her, but she's just scowling.
Like ease more from the All right. So Jack, the other lady who you don't know the name of ushers you off just around the corridor and down to the powder room and the lavatory for you. And sort of lets you have your privacy.
Cool. I look to her, just kind of wait for her to move away because I need privacy.
Oh yeah, no, she's giving you privacy.
Okay, cool. Go into the lavatory, check it out, cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And do a little good sneak out of it in the commotion.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Hell yeah. Advantage because I'm invisible.
I believe that is how it works.
Yeah.
Unless he's hiding from some
Cool.
one that's a bat.
17 plus 8. So that's
Alright.
25.
25, damn. So you stealthily move past the woman who is just sort of standing there, just looking around, just waiting for you to be done. As you tiptoe out into the main foyer, what would you like to do? You see Jago, you see Jago talking with Ela in the distance. Adams is just still huffing and fluffing her coat,
Yelling across the distance.
yeah. Gropes around. Brown totally just.
I'm sitting at just one of the tables, just eating.
As
I've got a small pile of chicken drumsticks and olive pits.
Okay, and
I'm getting
don't
all
eat
of the
these.
little complimentary buttered rolls, and I'm just shoving them down. You can see down my long. 2 foot throat. You just see them like little
Like
lumps
Homer
like
with the
falling
donuts.
down their
Spaghetti,
throat.
This person is a rose.
Take another mouthful. Put some of those in your bag.
I make my way over to the booking book, in which I saw the lady go over to scan it to see how it's done.
It is very well written. The handwriting is very nice.
Is it like gold speckled ink as well?
Yeah, with like it's a heavy leather bound. A heavy leather-bound book, embroidered on the front, and yeah, uses very fine ink, very fine, heavy parchments as well.
Cool. So how are the bookings done? Is it like kind of it shows like
It's got-
the booking name
it's
and
got-
then prepaid or paid at front or something like that?
Yeah. So basically, yeah. It's got the name. It's got whether or not they have paid or how much they've paid. You see that the prices some of these guests have paid is in the hundreds of gold.
Okay.
For like however long their stay is, but it does have the days of stay. Some guests are staying here for like 2 or 3 days, some are staying here for weeks. As you're sort of quick flipping through the pages, you see someone staying here for almost a full month.
Yeah. I go on one of the busier days where I can still see there's a space to do, and I want to kind of like put Norman Regalia family, however it's done in this place establishment.
Okay.
And kind of have it prepaid 3 days.
Okay, so you want to write. I will get you, because you don't have proficiency with calligrapher's tools, so I'm just going to get you to do a dexterity check flat.
Wait, calligraphy? Oh, no.
Because you need to be able to write. As I said, the writing is very fancy here. So you're going to need to like try and emulate that.
Yeah.
So just a flat dexterity roll, because you don't have proficiency in calligraphers.
However, I get half proficiency as a bard.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Cool.
Yeah.
Use blue dice.
Ooh.
I use that inspiration.
Okay.
And I re-roll my 2 till 8. So it's gonna be 8 plus 5, which is gonna be a very, very handy 13.
A 13?
Yes.
Alright, so you write, and look, it's not terrible. Jack doesn't have the best handwriting. He wasn't really trained for it, but it's not terrible.
Wait, no, I was. I went
Like-
to wizard school.
Wait, oh, that's right.
Yeah, I went to
That-
some of the
yeah,
nicest,
sorry.
because
That's
academies there are.
True. Okay, yeah. So you
I have
do.
beautiful
So yeah, you
handwriting.
do. It's nice writing, but you know, it does. If you look at it, it does stand out a little bit. But what you notice as you're writing, like although you're emulating the script like well enough, after about a second, the words that you're writing disappear.
Oh shit!
Pick another name.
So you finish writing, you do like a couple of quick like strokes with the quill, and like after a second, it just vanishes.
Steal the book.
Burn it down. Burn it.
Leprechaun tells me to burn. Steal the book.
No. Oh my god, don't steal the book. Don't steal the book. Just pick another name.
Did I use was there like a special pen right next to it?
There is a quill next to it. Yes.
Yeah, and I used that quill, and it seems the same like handwriting and
Yeah,
everything.
as you pick up the quill lets out a high-pitched screech.
Oh, shit.
And like a high-pitched and you like you just sort of like drop it, and it falls next to the inkwell that it was sitting in, and it continues to scream.
Oh god!
You upset the pen.
I look around, there's just shock and panic.
Immediately, all the guards like turn towards the concierge desk. Ela turns from you back towards it, begins running over towards the desk.
I go up to the buffet and I just start shoveling olives.
As many as we can.
I immediately
Jumps
got
in
the
the
quill
bag.
and sprint to the olives.
Okay.
Still stealthed.
Okay, I'm gonna get you to make another stealth check. You're sprinting now. How about you guys? How are you reacting to this?
Don't react!
I'm just kind of like, what's going on?
Look scared.
I am scared.
I'm as confused as most.
22.
22 stealth. Yeah, so you just like pitter patter.
Yeah, 22. Yeah.
It's olives as well, and your hand, Jago, your hand goes towards the olives, and as you like shove your hand into it, you feel the entire bowl lift up as what are you doing? We're getting out of here! And it disappears.
With the fucking olives.
I'm gonna take the olives off them and put them back down.
Okay, yes, we're finding it, like some of the juice spills out off the side of the.
Go right to the fucking bathroom and out nothing happened.
Magic book!
Yeah, so Ela walks over and like pops the quill back into the inkwell, and the screaming immediately dies down. And she looks at the book and is like, okay, I'm going to have to ask you guys to leave. Clearly there is some issues.
I don't believe we'll be staying here.
Here at the moment, some of the guards begin moving down the steps and sort of like moving down. Just like, if you want to come back a little bit later, we can discuss this, see what's happened to your booking, but it's really not a good time right now.
This will be leaving a terrible review. I will never be coming back here. You will not be having my money for the wedding.
Okay.
The wedding is off.
Jack,
The wedding's off. Oh no!
To Jack, what names did you see any names in the book?
Oh yeah. I wanted to read some names. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, especially the person who's staying there for a month. Yeah, they sound interesting.
Okay, you want to have memorized their name?
Yeah.
Their name was.
Trying to go back outside. I'll grab my plate of meat and olives.
We can still solve, save this. We're just gonna leave.
The wedding's off, Jago.
We have to leave in the right way.
How are we gonna get the wedding back on? We need to get Jack married. Dragon married.
Okay, the name of the man. It was just a single. It was a single man who was staying in the one of the aristocratic suites for a full month. Was Nikolai Dindafis.
He sounds like an old person.
Was it checked in though already?
Nikolai.
It was checked in. Yeah.
One of the
Nikolai
ones that's not
Dindafis.
checked in that is prepaid. That's what we want.
Oh yeah. So that was the first page. Maybe I should have stole the book.
We should have just fucking stole her name.
Could you recall any other information?
I ask you while I yank the olives back.
Yeah. Well, I guess what was some of the ones that
Just a
hadn't been
random
paid yet?
voice just talking.
Yeah,
What were some of the ones that hadn't been paid yet?
that
That hadn't arrived yet.
that hadn't arrived
Yes.
yet. Yeah, there was some. Do you want me to come up with the names right now?
Yeah, like
Okay.
biggest.
I'm whispering this to Jack back, and I imagine we're having a back and forth while sister is having a tanty about being kicked out. I think we can cover it under the screams.
This place is very confusing.
Have some bread, Madam Sister.
I'll
It'll
still
make
be
you feel
invisible.
better.
Kind of-
Yeah.
Bread is
Nothing
good.
will make me feel better.
Did I manage to steal all the olives?
Priority.
That's all I care about.
Just pick up like the entire tray.
Yeah, just pick up
You're
the tray.
invisible. It'll go invisible.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Olives.
Olives. I like the most important. The only bad thing we're gonna do here is steal olives.
I mean, is it a bad thing? You know, the people need olives.
you need to do a crime that's not
Olives are probably quite
like
exotic.
big enough that people are going to arrest you for it, but at the same time still like
Make
good
a
enough
statement.
gain. Yeah.
Some of the names of unpaid bookings were Canelo Baron, the Somiri family, and the Fass family.
Oh, you bitch!
Fast. Wait, isn't that?
I don't know.
That was Norman's last name.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I was like Norman. Regalia. Fuck, I knew his
Regalia is the name of the car from Final Fantasy 15.
Shit. Goddamn, I was so close then. I was so goddamn close.
Once Jack relays one of the names to me, I'll just try and gather everyone and say, it's fine, we'll leave. We will cancel the whatever that's booking.
I know how to,
We'll cancel it, it's fine.
I know how to fix this.
How?
I just tell them that I've already taken my daughter's. His.
Look, before you guys start discussing, because you are invisible, the guards and everyone are ushering you guys out. So, and you guys didn't take the bowl of olives because that would have been a little conspicuous. So they don't want you to take that.
Can I take my plate of olives?
No, they want you to leave that.
Get out of the bathroom!
It's quite fine. It's quite fine.
It is very fine China.
You know. There's no China in this.
Yeah, I
one,
mean, what would
like,
you call it? Because we call it China because it comes from China.
From China?
Would they call it like gnomish?
It'd probably be fine pottery for this.
Yeah,
one.
fine pottery. Yeah, it's probably the best.
Porcelain.
Porcelain.
Yeah.
What were you gonna do?
I come out of the bathroom.
But you haven't got back in the bathroom and they're banging the door of the bathroom.
Go back in the bathroom.
Okay. Yep.
And I say, stop! I am Norman Voss!
No!
And I will not be treated like this!
THASSE.
And I want to,
He doesn't know that. Don't tell him.
Read the name!
Voss!
Oh, true. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is Voss?
THASSE.
Voss! Like a farce.
They picked a name that Frick's lisp can't pronounce.
You son of a bitch!
My family will not be treated like this!
So you call that out from the bathroom?
Yes, just... Yeah, dramatics.
Okay. Just like, sir, would you mind please coming out of the bathroom?
I want to disguise self.
Yeah. Recognizability, disguise self. Yeah.
I will look like Norman.
Okay, cool.
Cookies.
The rest of you guys are out at this point.
Is there like a front window that we can look through like street urchins?
No, the guards are being very careful with you guys at the moment, so they're not letting. They sort of booted you off like the steps leading up to it as well. So
The indignity.
Well, I never.
But yeah, so you would disguise yourself as Norman and step out.
Yes.
And so
And like just kind of like unfurling like all the badges and stuff to like show that like under my complexion I look like this beautiful man.
okay. She says, okay, so we'll just go to the front desk and they lead you up there. Do you have proof of you have proof of identification?
Of course. Bring my family back in here. I will get my belongings from my butler.
Do I do this?
Anything of Norman's?
I think we've got all
Yeah,
the
we
shit in the
got
bag.
all Norman shit. Yeah, like his
Do we?
necklace
No.
or something.
No, you don't.
I wouldn't have thought he disappeared with it
Didn't
all.
he, like,
No,
At least most of it.
He dropped
Yeah.
the bag of stuff. We took the
Yeah, he dropped back his stuff.
He dropped the bag of all the gems and stuff.
Wait, that was the only thing
We
he
have his
dropped?
gems.
Like-
He kept his government-issued ID in the
He
bag.
licked
Yeah, like he wouldn't part with that. Like
What,
it was,
what would be considered proof of identification?
It's okay. I've got a plan. I just need 21 minutes.
Okay.
Like what is it one proof?
So you call out and it's like, do you not carry it on you? We'll send out one of the guards to fetch it for you. And they dispatch one of them. One of the guards, talk outside. The guards talk. They approach you and say, "We are looking for one Norman Thas's identification documents. If you have them."
Oh, my terrible grandson, he leaves it in the back of my caravan, right under all the pile of stuff. It's gonna take me so long to go get it. Oh, you should never marry my granddaughter.
Okay.
I do have the family insignia, but that's probably all. I don't know if that's enough.
I pull out a multicolored stone disc that I've carried with me since I started the campaign.
But that's Norman's? Is it Norman's
No,
family?
but I'm going to claim it is.
I have a deed to a faraway land.
Yes! Guys, let's settle down!
It was my trinkets.
I have a glass eye.
That's right. It's my trinket. That's
Yeah.
what the stone is.
Okay. Well, I mean, together you guys could probably come up with a fake house.
I do have a glass eye.
but
But maybe
Give me 11 minutes, okay? I can sort this out.
So when you begin to rummage through the back, the guard
very
sort of the guard is watching you sort of carefully as you go into the back, and he's watching you as you rummage through everything.
We will return, I believe.
Excuse me. Why are we getting Norman's things? I'm confused now.
I don't know who Norman is.
You said your daughter was. I'm scowling, talking to you. Unless your daughter was marrying him.
Yes.
The guard looks at you suspiciously, very suspiciously.
It's because I don't like Norman very much. He's a very bad man. Like, my granddaughter deserves so much better, don't you think?
The papers, please.
Do not rush me. I've been rushed out of the building. I would like my privacy, thank you.
Make a intimidation charisma check.
Cities are very confusing to me.
I agree.
No one says what they mean. They just say what they don't mean.
10.
Please, ma'am, I insist that I oversee.
Alright, I'm gonna go right to like my unmentionables drawer and like just start chucking stuff out, like directly in his direction.
The guard eyes flush, like, but he doesn't like he's his job is to watch you and to get those documents, and he is willing to bear through the embarrassment.
Why is he watching her?
I'm like a bit idle shadow.
He is the one who watches.
Think about the kind of money that these guards must get paid in
Yeah.
order to.
Yeah, but as far as they know, we just don't have the right documentation. Why they don't have to stick their heads in our building and look for our stuff? I don't
Busy
know.
day, is it? Here in Lantern Light.
Well, yes, we just had the Laughing Dolphin pull up, and that is always a busy time of year.
The Laughing Dolphin.
He
That
does.
sounds like a very fun time.
Not too interested in getting into a conversation.
I try
It's-
so
yeah.
desperately. I keep trying.
It's a cruise ship that stops by periodically.
I like when you like get like slightly distracted. I'm gonna summon Mittens, and I'm gonna give Mittens a piece of paper and tell Mittens to run off.
Okay, all right. Make a. Gonna say you make a charisma persuasion check.
I was also going to say to resist chasing the cat, but yeah, okay.
do a charisma persuasion to distract him first, and that will depend on whether or not.
Oh, that's not bad. That's persuasion of 13.
Okay. The guard, the Brown's a very charismatic, just happy
Yes,
Lupin,
you know,
so
I
the
have to
guard,
talk, otherwise I go crazy.
the guard kind of gets drawn into that conversation. You pick the weak point, so the guard's gonna have disadvantage on the perception now to try and
Roll 8.
Oh, you're gonna make him roll an 8.
Yes.
Okay, cool. He rolls an 8,
Roll
and
20.
so you roll a stealth.
Oh, that's a 20.
21.
A 21 in total. All right, yeah. So you quickly bring Mittens, the skeletal cat, into your cabin. You give him the caravan. You give him the just a piece of parchment, just a random piece of parchment, I assume, and he darts out.
Mittens, give that back!
Okay, and he runs off throughout the streets, darting in between people's feet.
He's stolen the document. I can't get him back.
Who?
Well, just like he nods at the guards, and two of the guards begin to chase after the cat. We must get that document back. We cannot let you inside without it.
Can you please go get out here? I'm so scared what would happen to Mittens if he got lost.
Of course, yeah. Two of the guards are chasing after Mittens to try and
I
catch him.
believe you're the most capable. Would you please do it for a dear old lady like myself?
Roll a persuasion check, and this is going to be tough. I will.
I could do it for you.
Do you have inspiration still?
Okay, yeah. Now you do your. What was
Oh,
it?
yeah, I have to resist the...
Yeah, to resist the urge.
Resist-
Oh, that's
Cat.
I imagine it's wisdom, so you 4.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say. Brown chases off after.
Take off.
And as he sees Brown chase off, not only is his distraction now gone, that now Brown's chasing. I think the guard and your friend will be able to get your cat back. He seems very
I'm gonna
concerned.
get you. I'm gonna get you. Where's he gone?
Very concerned.
In the meantime, the lady's she's been quite stressed. It's been quite a rude affair, to be honest with you. And also, this is, we're not being allowed in the hotel, and this is also our property. So if you don't mind, can you go? Intimidation.
So you want him to just
Step out of my caravan.
Like I
do himself
said,
in.
he's on our property without cause.
So he was never in your caravan. He was just at the entrance, watching inside.
Well, I was going to close the door in his face then.
Okay, yeah, just you slam the door shut, and yeah,
Alright.
he's.
I grab another piece of parchment and make some official looking document for 1 minute, doing illusory script as a ritual,
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
I start doing something that looks very official.
Okay.
And drawing something up to the Thas household, Norman.
Okay. I pay that.
What's the sigil?
No one ever uses
They
illusion.
don't fucking know.
No, what do you make?
This is a spell I gave to you on a spell scroll, wasn't it? Let me just give me a moment to look up exactly what it does to make sure that this is within the parameters, because it's not a spell I'm particularly.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it
I
as a
think
really
this
spell.
is the
I like-
first time I've been in the campaign when someone used illusory script.
Yeah. It's like an intrigue campaign spell.
Yeah.
It doesn't get used very often.
Alright.
I just technically I can just draw it with anything, but it'll look fancy if it's magical.
Illusory script ritual by Warlock Wizard. 1 minute.
I'd like to eat olives while I'm there inside.
So, are you casting it with the first level spell or as a
He's still
ritual?
inside.
Because
Yeah.
I believe rituals
Don't
add
kick
10
me out
minutes
yet.
to the casting time.
That's why I'm gonna
So-
sit there for Mittens is gonna be running
11
around
minutes.
a long time.
11 minutes. Alright, cool. You write on parchment paper or some other suitable writing material, and with a potent illusion that lasts for the duration, which is 10 days. You and any creatures you designate when you cast a spell, writing first. So all others writing appears as if you're writing on magical script that is unintelligible. Alternatively, so you're going to select them as people who can read it as okay, cool.
I don't really need, to be fair, I don't really need to use it as literary script, but
No, but making it magical will be, the language, the original scripts. True side, and you can read, you just don't know what the customers are. Okay, cool. So you still need to write. So do you have proficiency with calligrapher's tools?
absolutely not.
You're a wizard. Really, as a wizard, don't you get proficiency with them?
I said calligraphy.
No?
No one ever picks calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
Oh, cartography. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, cartography is mapping.
Families.
I've got cartography as well.
Yeah.
Maps are important.
Just double check. I'm pretty sure because your wizards are all about the writing stuff. I think you might start with proficiency.
Because you'd have to be quite precise, but I don't know
Yeah.
that it's actually
No?
specific.
Is it? What's your background?
Fortune teller.
Oh, okay. Because you might not get it from fortune teller because you've got other skills. I think
Oh,
normally
yeah,
scholar would give you proficiency in calligraphers. Okay, cool. So just do a dexterity check then.
You got
I start
this.
putting all of your stuff back in your drawers.
Are you going to give him bardic inspiration? Actually, you're not here at the moment.
Am I
You're
not
inside.
there?
Yeah. No,
No,
you're not
you're-
inside.
Okay.
You're in the tab eating all
Yeah.
this.
Hope it was worth it.
7.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So this is for the original script that you were writing at the moment. So the writing appears as if it were written in an unknown or magical script that is unintelligible.
True.
Yeah.
May we do a devil's bargain of giving him inspiration from his beautiful role playing of the
Making a scene.
making a scene, which was fantastic and came from
It was.
somewhere deep in his heart.
Okay, so do you first off, do you guys have any inspiration you want to burn to change to give him your inspiration? Otherwise, you can take a devil's bargain.
So for those of you
I-
that don't know, Devil's Bargain is when you get advantage on a roll, but Drew gets one free fuck you, where he can give you disadvantage.
Yeah. So it's advantage. It's an advantage for a disadvantage that I as a DM can use at any time. So, and also it will be. Sorry, if you guys aren't willing to use your inspirations for him, I will say that Ryan is the one who has to take the devil's bargain. So you guys can't.
I don't have any.
Think of the free merch.
Think of the bath towels.
Does anyone have one?
I don't.
Think of the night choir. Come on.
Do you want to?
Sure.
All right. You want to take the devil's bargain? All right.
I've been trying to roll like a 1.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh
That's a
yes!
17.
Plus 1, so 18.
18.
All right. 18 is good. 18 is good. So you tap into your wizard training, and you are able to beautifully write some up this deed in 10 minutes. And while you're doing so, you are casting the ritual, and the spell goes off. The paper flutters a little bit in a magical wind, and sparkles like particle effects fly off it. And the lettering floats off the page. It begins to float for a moment before dropping back down, becoming embroidered with gold, and making it appear, because you know what a noble certificate looks like from your background. So you know what it looks like, and you make it look like that.
And then I try to communicate with Mittens to come back.
Okay, yep. Mittens is currently a while away, so it might take a little while for Mittens to get back to you, but he...
Vanish it.
Yeah.
Pierce.
How are you going to get to me?
It's out of range for me to do that, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not a warlock, so it has to be within 120 feet, I think? Or...
You're going to break line of sight as well, right? So, because he's coming, right? And you've got the script, and you somehow have to have him have the script. Or you have to be like, oh, I had it all along while we were in this room with the door closed.
I've just got to get Mittens to me.
Yeah.
What are you doing inside this whole time, Dragon?
I'm guessing that they're treating me like royalty, so I'm eating olives. But I guess making small talk and
They
talk.
are letting you back to the olive table. There are significantly less olives than there were before.
I just say stuff that
They're all in my
don't.
pockets.
Did you know that I know an angel? My family was blessed by angels, actually.
Oh, that is very impressive, Mr. Fass.
I'm a very powerful warlock.
What are you stroking your nipples?
Yes. Yes.
You want to cancel your extra subscription? I'm sorry.
Look, they're still not entirely buying it. They're not going to be sold on this until they get the deed in their hand. Mittens comes back after, not uncaught. I did do some rolls to see whether or not they caught him. And Mittens does return. You hear like a little skeletal rap of bone on the door as he jumps in.
Oh, you naughty cat! And I give him a little whack and grab the paper and then turn around. And
It looks like you indignantly, you told me to do this.
And I'm like, good job!
Yeah.
And I swap the papers around. I'm like, sure. Here you go.
Giving it back, Mittens begins to purr like its rib cage vibrating ever so slightly as it does. So Brown, you are
I come running around the corner down the street, just soggy, absolutely drenched in sweat. Just
panting hard.
That I'm gonna get him. Is that we got a circle?
Yeah.
Stagger over to the party.
Okay, and
I'm
so
back, I'm
you
ready.
take
I
that.
come to you with a water skin.
Oh yes, please. Pour it all over my head.
You move
Like an
significantly
athlete.
faster than
Like
the
an
guards. You move significantly faster than the guards, Brown. So you got there probably 3 or 4 minutes before they did.
Yeah,
Before they begin to sort of wander back and say, "We lost the cat, sir," to the guard who we were just talking with before. Says, "Well, this is a serious matter. That is your deed to your."
Well, I got the cat back before then, didn't I?
Yeah, but they don't know that.
They don't know that. You
Didn't I not give it to the guard?
He thought you were giving it to the cat.
Yeah, I thought you were giving it back to the cat, not to.
The guy, the guy does.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because he would have seen the Mittens go in, right?
I figured Mittens was going to sneak in, but okay, so it's... Alright, cool.
This is better. Roll with this.
So this is a problem, but your cat seems to have disappeared with the deed.
I'm sure he'll be back. He always comes back. And I'm like, my hands behind my back. He always comes back.
Okay. Yeah. Midden sort of like falls out, quickly like jumps around into the just around an alleyway, and then it comes back around afterwards with the deed in its mouth.
I'm like, oh, Midden, you're such a bad kitty. And I take the deed out. I'm like, see, this is the deed.
He takes it, nods. You put the wax seal on it and everything, so he takes it up. Dragon, you are still stuffing your face with olives.
I feel like this is already victory. Like, I'm really unconcerned whether or not they actually succeed in actual proof. Like, I'm just eating olives, being like, is there any actual olive oil for this? Can I take some?
Okay, so the guard hands over to Ela the deed. She breaks the seal and unfurls it, puts it down, and puts, you can't actually see what's behind. But she seems to be doing stuff to the deed behind, and
I smile unknowingly.
I probably recall some information I read on the thing, like, we booked on this certain day, blah blah blah, for the executive producer's suite.
The Weinstein suite.
yeah. Looks up and down, maybe just like, okay. She moves back over to you. I'm sorry, Mr. Fass, for this delay. We will have your room as we somehow must have lost your booking, sorry. It was for your family. You said that you had lots of family coming, though. The family room was only for about 3 or 4 people.
Yes.
Was your booking intended to be for more?
Exactly, we're testing this place out for my wedding. As I said before, if you were listening to me, for the wedding next month.
Okay, so yeah, but you haven't made that booking yet. Okay, now
No, but I would love to make it from the quality of this. If we could have more of these olives in the room, I'd actually love to make some future bookings already.
Will there be olives at the wedding?
Am I going to marry an olive?
Olives!
Can I marry
At
an
the end, we
Olive
say,
weddings.
all of you.
I'd like to see your olive garden.
I'm just going to erase the bit where I've got vineyards in as a potential activity for you guys.
I can't wait for my night quiet.
They did not have the absolute deluxe suite. They did have a high-level aristocratic suite, though.
Yeah.
So
I went to
it's
meet Norman parents to be like,
it's still going to be weird. They were meant to be getting in about 2-3 days' time.
That's perfect.
Okay.
That's how we wanted.
Yeah, in about 2-3 days' time. So it comes up and says, it was only for 4 people, and there seems to be more of you. We can see if we can rustle up another room, but that it will come at an extra cost.
The butler's fine to sleep on the floor, but if you would like to find a delicate bed for him, I'm sure I would most appreciatively
I
pay
just
off.
assumed he was going to be sleeping in the Butler Quarters.
Oh,
It
yes.
was...
There's a you have a butler quarters?
no, I prefer to sleep with my butler under my feet.
You say this as you are now led back into the room by the guard and overhear this part of the conversation.
He's a footrest of mine.
Okay, of course we can make an exception then, and the rest, so the other of you.
Is there any way that the butler could still be given a butler room key? Because he does like to roam a bit. It allows his legs to have a bit of a stretch.
The butler room is. He can go in there. He will get. He will get.
The butler is pleased in this news.
I had no idea you were a butler this whole time.
It's my secret backstory.
Of course, the booking is unpaid, so.
I was paid booking. That's what we were looking for.
Wasn't it? I thought you were looking for. Was it paid?
paid booking
Oh,
shit?
it was,
But we pay after, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Of course.
I thought you picked a paid booking. I thought
it was a paid booking too!
no, half of it was paid up front. Half of you will pay on the way out.
Okay, cool. That's
So-
excellent then.
Yeah.
How much was it?
For.
Well, tell me, she doesn't want me to know the finances. It's fine.
This is as Callum, not as Brown, because Brown doesn't believe this. We could just catch a ship before we have to pay.
No, I'm thinking we leave the exact day the actual bus family comes here. They pay it all.
Yeah.
But we have to pay half up front.
No, it's already been paid half up front and then paid at half at the end, wasn't it?
Is that what's
They got gold to them prior, so it's only having to pay the end.
Yeah, so it's already deposit.
It's a deposit. It is 20 gold a night.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not even bad.
Why do we go through all of this?
I thought we were
This
getting
is expensive. Like,
It's because there's not rooms available. That's why it didn't. That's why it didn't do this.
This is the
I would like to be exclusive to my room now.
It's the most important boss fight. We defeated the bourgeoisie.
A change of clothes for everyone as well, if you don't.
Actually, wait, no, it's more than that. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong. Side. I was looking at wealthy, not aristocrat.
my back tees.
I was looking at take that back. Can't cut this bit of the audio. So that's more like 45 gold actually. 45 gold each.
So
Each? Sorry, a night in total. Sorry, in total 45 a night.
Still
150
expensive
gold.
shit.
Yeah.
135. Come on,
It's fine. It's fine.
Little
you
bit
have
more,
that
it's
amount of
great.
money. It's fine.
I expect amenities like changes of clothes for butlers are
Night
included.
choirs.
Night choirs, you know, the lot. Please send a feast,
Of
though.
course.
As many olives as possible.
Bed of olives.
Unfortunately, we do not have any of the Grand Master suites available, which is that comes included. But if you wish to, if you talk to, you are obviously this family's butler, but if you want to talk to the concierge or any of the other guards or butlers around, they will arrange at a fee for whatever it is that you.
I will convene with the butlers.
Please, I want to be in my room now. I've been very tired.
They're looking quite frantic now. It's like, okay, yeah, just okay. We will get you into a room immediately.
Oh, good.
And so, yeah,
Upstairs we go?
yeah, you are.
Spaghetti policy.
It's about 2 minutes before I can't believe you guys actually got in there. Got in here.
Did it. I think the original plan was just go to this place, look at it, and be like, wow, that's too expensive, then we'll go to a cheaper inn. No,
Yeah.
we got in.
Yeah. So you guys wait about 2 minutes as they're quickly sending messages up to the butlers, and the maids, making sure everything is all up and ready. And you guys are using your dead friend's alias to get into.
I don't know that guy.
Get into.
Poor traumatized families got to pay for this. Oh god.
Let's share the beds.
We should probably talk about that as
But
well.
when are we going to meet the family? They are coming to town. And Norman was a friend of ours, so maybe we could just say hello. Why are we staying in Norman's room, though? That part's kind of gone over my head. Shh. Am I speaking too loud?
Don't speak at all.
Putting all in my mouth.
So after about 2 minutes, a maid comes down, takes you up to your room, and it's on the 3rd floor. So it's got quite a nice view of the city. You can see a large cathedral temple style building at a hill on the other side of the city, nearby to where there are a dozen ships or more. It's quite a full harbour in Lantern Light, all with very high quality ships, as Brown and Jack would know, or most of you actually would know. These are most galleons, big, very powerful ships.
Do I recognize any from
Big
the flags? Or any captains?
Not at immediate glance.
Yeah.
No. I don't think these would. Yeah, no. Yeah, you don't know from not an immediate
I
glance.
pinned my face and my face to the wall and I look at every single ship just in awe.
Yeah.
They're very pretty.
So yeah, you're led into this room where the beds are the size of an inn room that you might have stayed, half the size of an inn room you stayed at previously. They are huge. They have velvet linen, furs all over the base. There is a beautiful mural of a rose garden across the back wall. There is a private lavatory that smells of roses. There is a heated bathtub. This is clearly one of the larger ones. So it's kind of like a Japanese onsen sort of style. So
I'm going straight for that bath.
Is this a bath that I could fit in?
this is a bath I also could fit in. And the main feature, the fact being that it is magically heated, because that's very hard to find in this world.
Yeah.
So this is lavish apartments, and there don't appear to be any more refreshments other than just nuts and simple breads in the room. But I say simple breads, it's nice bread and nice nuts and that kind of thing.
Nice.
But
We don't always get all of the meals, I suppose. But how many people can you fit in the onsen?
you could probably all fit in there.
Well, I know where I'm going.
It would just be the water level would likely over.
The little
Butler!
Shut up, guys. We're fucking finished.
And Jago's just okay with being apparently the party's butler?
I guess you are. Then.
I'm not the party's butler. I was just doing the butler thing so I could get in here.
But you're so good at
Yes,
it.
you did a good job. Maybe you could keep doing it.
Can you get me some tiny dinosaurs to play with in the bar?
I could do
I'm
with the
having
drink.
a bar.
So how many people are in the bathroom right now?
3?
Brown, Ayata, and Jago are all in the bathroom.
I don't take my armor off. I just hop in.
Am I allowed to have a bath of you guys with like my skin condition?
I feel like this water would be magically clean.
I don't.
No, you would be correct in that. But they do need time to clean. It's not like an automated system. They'll need to come in there and purify it.
Bathe by yourself, beach.
You might
Yeah.
Or maybe if you could just get like a separate tub, you could be sitting next to us.
Separate tub.
How are they going to get a separate tub in there?
Just like another bathtub. You're just sit in the sink. Watch your bum.
Bring spells that I need to use to purify that water. But yeah, so you guys have managed to con your way into an aristocratic room in this.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Good job, guys. Right, what's next on the agenda? What do we actually want to do?
Well, yeah.
Wasted on free booze.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dyvara, run by the Dungeon Inn. If you want to support the show, keep listening, and if you're listening to us on YouTube, subscribe and check out our other content. If you want to throw a few dollars our way, head over to our Patreon and show us your support over there. It would be really appreciated. Tune in next week for the next episode. We upload on Mondays on all your favourite podcasting platforms and YouTube. See you next time, and thank you for staying at the Dungeon Inn.